我再去度度啦，明我嘅。
揾唔到人做啊！而家。哇！乜咁靚㗎呢個後邊呢個影費。
我俾你，我再去度度啦，度度睇。
到時我哋有啲咩搞啲表格。
Can you tell the look? I knew that. You told them what it is.
Welcome the media representatives attending this conference today. It's very happy to have you here to be able to tell the City of Toronto, Ontario, anyone seeing our press conference today and let them know about this big event. I'm going to introduce you the event of the AsiaLicious Carnival. I'm going to tell you soon. And also the AsiaLicious TO. You are very lucky that we are coupling these two big events together. Okay? My name is Ivan Hon. I'm representing the organizing committee here to do the MC job. So if I'm saying anything, you feel happy, raise your hand. If not, and you can put your thumb down. But I'm sure there's no thumb down today. Okay, these two events organized by FET. Okay, what's FET? Federation of Asia Canadians Toronto. It is very important that I'm using facts now. This is a non-profit organization aiming at helping to bring all peoples together. Well, everybody knows Toronto is the multicultural city. It's the most multicultural city in Canada. And we would like people to have a very good, harmonized life together, regardless of their culture, ethnic group, or their background. These two events help bringing different people together. Mainly is helping to have a cultural exchange together. I'm sure later on I'll introduce you some artists too. You know, they have some famous things for you to see. And also, we have a chance to have different performance and also music, and I will let our panelists to give you further information. Now, I welcome every one of you and also our distinguished guests coming over. I am the community leader and also partner sponsoring this program, and also merchants such as Woodside Square. I'll give you more information later too. Now, I would like to acknowledge our panelists and who they are and what they are, and later on each of one will give you a speech and telling you what's going on. The first one is the chair of this organizing committee, as well as the chair of FET, Benny John. Without her leading the group, it's not going to be, what you're expecting, I'm sure. And next person that's going to introduce you, she is a very important person at this Ward 23, North Scarborough area, as well as the City of Toronto. Cynthia Lai. Cynthia Lai is our advisor, as well as giving us lots of great ideas about organizing these two events. Without her, I will be shivering every day.
Would be the same too.
The third person is the most important person, bringing part some of the very colorful things for every one of you. He's holding a gun, launching fireworks on September 11 at 10 o'clock. He is going to enlightening the Scarborough North area with beautiful fireworks. Without him sponsoring the program, we would not have beautiful fireworks. We didn't have one for 2 years. Now, this is the only opportunity now, okay, to have this fireworks presentation. So there's three panelists is going to give you some idea about what this two event is.
Good morning, honorable guests, media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Federation of Asian Canadians Toronto, I would like to welcome you all to today's press conference. As you all know, the last year and a half has been a very difficult time for everyone, especially the Asian community, who have experienced a vast increase in the amount of anti-Asian hate crime. More than ever, the Federation of Asian Canadians Toronto believes that it is important to bring together communities of different ethnic backgrounds through the organization of various social community events and activities in hope of promoting mutual respect and fostering relationships that benefit all. As such, we are proud to announce that the third year of annual AsiaLicious Carnival will be taking place once again from September 10 to 12 at Woodside Square in Scarborough. As with previous year, AsiaLicious Carnival will be a free admission food and fun festival that will host a large food vendor area, as well as a stage for live performances to celebrate Canada's multiculturalism in a fun-filled fashion. We want to showcase the diversity of Asian culture and remind Canadians about the beauty that exists within the Asian Canadian community. We have many events planned for 3 days festival, including the return of Starry Night, which will be a multicultural showcase of professional performers. This includes an Asian pop tribute, Filipino and Latin dances, and a Michael Jackson hip-hop LED zone. Be sure to stay tuned to the show for a special firework display to close Starry Night. We will also be hosting a crossfade show, a popular performance, as stemming from Japanese culture. FACT is committed in hiring local performers and suppliers to help support the slowly reopening Ontario economy. We have also partnered with hotels to offer special discounts to increase our reach to more Ontario. Special shuttle buses have been arranged to allow people to travel to the event safely. As well, with the ongoing COVID pandemic, FACT will be bringing back the additional safety measures from last year. We want to make sure that our participants are staying safe while still enjoying the delicious food and performance that we have planned. Furthermore, the Carnival will also kickstart AsiaLicious TO, a food program, initiative started by FACT last year, to help support the local Asian restaurants impacted by the pandemic, inspired by SummerLicious and WinterLicious trend. Partner restaurants will offer special menu offering $10, $20, and $30 as part of the promotion. This event will run from September 11 to 26. Lastly, I want to take the opportunity to acknowledge this event this year, returning honorary chair, City of Toronto Councillor, Ms. Senior Lai, the federal and provincial government, as well as our special sponsor, Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office. Presenting sponsor, Woodside Square. Diamond sponsor, Silpon Group. Community sponsor, Tridel. Corporate sponsor, Royal Bank of Canada. Media and community partners, directors and event organizing committees. Without their help and assistance, we will not be able to run the amazing event. I look forward to seeing you all on the weekend on September 10 to 12. Thank you very much. 多謝大家好。喺9月10號到12號咧，我哋舉行為期3日嘅第三屆嘅亞太風味嘉年華，我哋嘅 AsiaLicious Carnival， 同時咧亦都為咗 AsiaLicious TO 亞太美食節咧2021咧展開呢個序幕。我哋3日嘅活動咧非常之豐富，有唔同嘅亞裔文化表演，有美食攤位，有各式嘅地道亞洲美食。星期六咧仲有個大型煙花匯演，我哋有等嘅節目嘅。 今年咧，我哋新增咗個活動咧，有呢個日本嘅 cosplay。咁咧我哋有啲表演人咧就穿着啲日本嘅動漫人物嘅服裝咧，就一個表演節目嘅。同埋咧，我哋都有個影相嘅攤位啦。如果咧啲朋友將佢哋相片咧放咗喺上網咧，我哋仲可以有一個幸運嘅抽獎嘅。今年咧，我哋都特別安排咗免費嘅大型嘅旅遊巴士接送嘅服務。咁咧就會去一個點對點咧接送一啲朋友咧，佢哋唔揸車咧嚟到我哋會場嘅。咁今年咧，我哋都有個特別嘅同一個酒店嘅合作，咁咧就佢哋俾一個優惠嘅價錢我哋啦。因為點解咧？住得比較遠嘅安省嘅居民咧，佢哋希望能夠參與呢3日嘅活動，佢哋又唔需要揸個長途車咧，每日咁樣嚟來回。咁佢哋可以咧同我哋一啲合作嘅酒店咧租住佢哋嗰個酒店嘅。咁我亦都係要代表加亞聯盟協會咧，誠意好多謝咧我哋嘅 City of Toronto Councillor 豐賴貴霞女士咧，佢再次成為我哋今次活動嘅名譽主席，多謝你啊 Cindy 啊！咁咧就最後咧，我要多謝所有嘅會董啦，所有嘅贊助機構，同埋咧我哋今次嗰個籌委會嘅所有嘅人啦，有佢哋嘅鼎力嘅支持同埋合作咧，我哋先能夠將個活動做得成功。咁我希望喺呢個活動裏邊咧，喺9月嘅10號到12號咧，能夠再見到大家。多謝 ，thank you。
多謝我哋嘅主席。Who is going to talk to you about what you feel about these 2 events and also what is in there as well. And I was heard from many people that this councillor has a very good heart for the people, regardless of who they are. And this is a big thing. And that's why we'll be able to gather so many people and also artists participating in this event. Now please help me to welcome Cynthia Lai to talk to you.
Thank you, Ivan. I saw a couple of thumbs up there, which really, I really feel good about it because, you really would like to be recognized by the work that you've been doing, especially we've been working so hard with the best team in town. First of all, let me welcome to my board, Scarborough North. And this event is happening right in the ward. It started 3 years ago, and I have, 3 years ago, I had the passion of bringing the community together, and this is not just about the Asians. I used to be in real estate, for those of you who know. I organized a non-profit organization called the Asian Real Estate Association of America. And I always said that you don't have to be an Asian to be a member. So we're speaking of diversity in Toronto, always. And let me tell you, diversity is a fact, but inclusion is a choice. So we choose to include everybody together, and I always said that let's invite other community, other multicultural heritage background residents in Toronto to play in our sandbox. Very important. You don't just play in your own sandbox. You play in everybody. We include everybody. So this event is for everybody. And as Benny has said that, we welcome all the multicultural mosaic, all the from Ontario even, to come over. And finally, hopefully, we'll make this a destination going forward. This is our 3rd year, and even throughout the pandemic, we didn't stop. Last year, we did it as a drive-in event, thanks to Woodside Square and the product manager there, and then Eric here. They are really very, very passionate about supporting my goal, which is very important. You got to have somebody who support you, to get things done. So I really appreciate that. Nothing would have happened without the government support. So in saying that, I'd like to first thank the government of Canada, who has given the Heritage Grant to make this event possible. And secondly, the government of Ontario. This year, we're very, very honored and lucky to have the government of Ontario to give us some Reconnect grant so that we can host the event. And last but not the least, City of Toronto. So these 3 levels of government is joining together. It's very important. Then all of them are on side to make sure that we have a vibrant community. We have a multicultural Canada, and we have to, they are taking the lead and they are walking the talk in making things happen in this ward. We also like to thank the community. Well, first of all, I think we must thank the venue sponsor and then the titles presenting sponsor. Without them being so involved, we would not have such a successful event for 3 years. Speaking of successful event, last year I got the only fireworks license in the city of Toronto. Because of the pandemic, we were so lucky. We were just hosting the event in between the lockdowns. So I told the fire chief, I said, we got to really salute the frontline workers. We need to make sure things are happening, but I want to make sure that we are not gathering. We're not going to promote the event, but it will be nice to have some fireworks coming out of Scarborough. So this is how I actually sold the fire chief to grant us a fireworks license last year. And this year, the fireworks license has been confirmed as well. And let me tell you, this year we're into a 4th wave. So we have to be very cautious in getting this event going. Very luckily, in this ward in Scarborough North, we are 77% vaccinated with 2 doses. So we're going to really do a lot of, protocols from the Toronto Public Health. We make sure that we do the numbers, we don't overcrowd. We will be very careful so that with contact tracing and all that, we will be very careful. And I mean, with the pandemic, life goes on, and I really want to, my heart is with those people. The economy as well, being a member of the Economic Development Committee in Toronto, I really wanted to help these small businesses, the restaurant people. We need to all try to sustain and kind of survive this pandemic and coming up with a new norm. The next group of people I wanted to thank is the community partners. I saw the Chinese Cultural Center there, and there's a couple of the CMC. Without the community partners to be on side, we will not have a successful event. So we have to be all in the same boat. We all have to celebrate our diversity together. So, and last but always not the least, I'd like to thank the media. So without you, we cannot promote the event. We wanted to make sure that the media, you will promote the event, and I won't say promote, promote is that, I wanted to say you share the event with people in Toronto so that we can all have fun together, even though we've been into the pandemic. And volunteers and the FAC directors, I know you work very hard, and I wanted to thank Emily, who's here too, and Ivan, and the 2 Ivans. We're very lucky we have 2 Ivans in the team. So the big Ivan and the I won't say young, I won't say yeah. the young Ivan and the younger Ivan. Both of them are very work very hard. It's all about hard work. We know that events are not just happening like that. So just thanking everybody. There's 2 events we're actually promoting today. One is AsiaLicious Carnival, which is happening in this ward. And the first year was so successful, we thought that we will expand it into AsiaLicious TO, which Benny has explained, because we have Summerlicious, we have Winterlicious, and I was told as a Toronto City Councillor that the Scarborough only have 2 restaurants that participated in Summerlicious and Winterlicious. So I don't think it's good. So I find out what the reason is. I think the reason is language barrier. They don't know. So what I did was I started AsiaLicious TO last year so that we will invite everybody to play the sandbox of Toronto. And we reach out to them, and we managed to get 107 people signed up for the AsiaLicious TO, meaning that it's just focused on Asian cuisines. 37 of which are from Scarborough. So we got quite an improvement there. We wanted to keep going and make sure that we will build on this success and be more successful every year. This event was supposed to be actually taking place during May, which is the Asian Heritage Month. But for all of you know, in May we were still in lockdown, so we have no choice but to start off last year in September, and this year is in September too. So I hope everybody will go out there to enjoy the Asian food during September 11 to 26. We have 2 weeks. And if you can go onto the AsiaLicious.com, you will see a very, very nice video for those media friends. We'll have a very nice YouTube video to showcase that as well. If you're writing an article on that one, make sure you include that. So, AsiaLicious, I think I'm a little bit long-winded here, but I think I'm good because I'm the honorary chair, so I've got to have the floor longer time. So the other thing I wanted to bring out from this event is it's all about licious. AsiaLicious is all about licious. It's very delicious, delicious. So I make it, the theme for this year is flavor in food, which we have street foods, flavor in music, where we have song and dance over the 3 days. We have a lot of multicultural dancers, and you'll be blown away. So please do come during that weekend. And the last, we have flavor in art. So we have different flavor when we talk about licious. So this is a theme for the year, and very coincidentally, I really wanted to make this a special event because in my ward, for those of you who might have noticed, there's murals on the street, on the bell boxes. You know, the bell boxes on the street. So because we have a theme of flavor in art, that is visual art. So we have performing arts as well. So I have invited, we have painted 10 of those mural boxes in the Aging Court North neighborhood. And it has made our community very, very vibrant because, you know, our neighbors are really saying good things about the process and, you know, to make sure that they have very, very nice visual arts in the community. I take this opportunity actually to invite the representative, the leadership from Bell, who has been so kind to come here to be part of us to unveil the 10 mural boxes that we have built for the community here. And also, 3 of the artists actually has made time to come up because, you know, some of them have to go to work. And I don't mean that you don't have to go work, the 3 of you, but it's just that you take time out of your busy schedule and you make arrangement to come up here to support and to be part of the flavor in art for this carnival. So I would like to take this opportunity to invite Kelly from Bell to come up here to unveil the murals, and then we'll take a photo op with the artists.
3, 2, 1. Is this spectacular?
Very good. This is the Bell murals in our community, in our neighborhood. So make sure everybody you go there to take pictures. I actually like this one the best. It's called Blossoming Together. So we would like to invite the 3 artists to come here. Let me have come out, please. Can you introduce yourself? Yeah, let me come. And which one you paint the panda? This is Malika. Malika painted the panda. And okay, this one is Yasaman, who actually painted the peacock. And it's called the Asian phoenix and the Indian peafowl. You see, I learned about what an Indian peafowl is. She painted it. So we would like to give them a big round of applause, please.
Okay.
Okay. Great job. We'll give them a thumbs up.
我哋嘅榮譽主席嘅賴議員喺度咧，我哋做 MC 嘅工作咧，只係一個 formality 嘅啫，一個形式上。咁所以我好開心咧，多謝賴議員咧，好詳盡咁樣咁 講解俾你聽有關於呢一個 event. And thanks so much of Councillor Light's thorough explanation about these two events, and also giving you a lot of information about the performance. Just want to leak one secret to you. Councillor Light is going to dance with our neighbors and close friends on September 11th after 8 p.m. Make sure that everyone will reserve your ticket, very limited, and so that you can see her explosive dance in there with great music. The general manager, Woodside Square here, and our sponsor for the past 3 years. And we are grateful to have such kind of sponsorship, and so that we are able to provide a venue with very safe and happy place for every one of you to come. As I mentioned before, Eric 將會係發射我哋嘅煙花嘅主持人，同埋咧 another thing 咧就係將會有嗰晚我哋會播放呢個和路迪士尼樂園嘅木花木蘭嘅電影。咁啊 Eric 咧能夠幫我哋做到嗰個好嘅電影嗰個版啊，你哋會好開心去睇呢套電影啊！嗱，我哋將個時間咧交俾 Eric， 等 Eric 同你哋講下佢嘅感受同埋佢嘅對於我哋嘅期望係點。
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, the media, community stakeholder, Ben from FACT, and obviously Honorable Chair Cynthia Lai. Since I have heard from them, now I remember we started this all 3 years ago, and we are actually quite honored to be the ongoing sponsored and also cooperators for AsiaLicious. This AsiaLicious 2021 is going to be a very remarkable one. A lot of the restaurants been badly hurt by COVID. As the owner, on behalf of the ownership of Woodside Square, I can really say that AsiaLicious deal is badly needed. We have seen a lot of restaurants that you like in your neighborhood that maybe closed down, financial issues, lack of staff, a lot of things have happened. So this AsiaLicious deal this year, I think is more meaningful than any other years before. In terms of being a partner, sponsoring the event for the fireworks and for the venue, one thing that I do have to remind everyone here, we are the one actually, we're the ownership, we represent the ownership of the mall. These two beautiful ladies, they are helping the community on behalf of charity event, non-profit charity, and also community. Cynthia Lai had helped us out in many different levels, from what she mentioned, federal, provincial, and obviously City of Toronto. Without her help and also some of the key contact that we needed, I don't think we can have this event because of the COVID. There's still a lot of protocol to follow. Sometimes it's just hard to get some answers, but obviously Councillor Lai have helped us a lot along the way. So again, thank you, Councillor, and thank you, Ben, for what you helped. In terms of the fireworks that Ivan had mentioned, for anyone that might not have a chance to see it, yes, 2020 we host the one and only fireworks performance in the Ontario, or in the Toronto. That's the only one that in Toronto at all. For this one, one thing that is more spectacular than any firework display that you may have seen it, you have seen a lot of fireworks maybe from different places, setting off from a boat, setting off from the street, or from a trailer. Our firework display actually coming off on top of the roof. So it's just amazing, and it's actually not only Instagram moment, but also a time to finally come out, celebrate, loosen up a little bit. I know that we're still under protocol, we still have a lot of things to go through in life, but loosen up a little bit, enjoy the moment, and obviously we also enjoy the performance that Cynthia is going to give us. Thank you very much. Last but not least, about the drive-in cinema or the outdoor movie night. You're going to see a 10-meter wide screen playing the movie Mulan. Hope you can enjoy it. And again, thank you for all the hard work from FACT and Council. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. You know, in order to get in to see the movie, you need to register. And also, we have complied with the contact tracing. So every one of you have to register in order to come into the venue. And without them, we would not have such a big tasting and eating event. Fortunate again to have our community partner. And first, I would like to introduce you Alan Lam, and from Chinese Culture Center. Angela Chen, President of Chinese Culture Center. Henry Lee, Advisor and past President. Henry Lee, Canadian Multicultural Council, Asians in Ontario. And Henry is also the chair of Malaysian Associations of Canada. And also Zhou Chen is here too. I saw him, I spoke to him too. He's the treasurer of Canadian Multicultural Council, Asians in Ontario. We also have Jim Chan, first Vice President of Federation of Transoceanic Chinese Canadian Association. Okay? He is not here today, but it's okay. I think we have a lot of other people to recognize. Okay, we have Coston, our marketing partner. I saw him here today. And also we have other people at the planning committee and organizing committee. We have Emily Wong, Ed Hookin, Ivan Wen, and also have the Dennis N, Jason Leung, Vicky Wu. The last group is very important group, is our artist group. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly's coming over with artists, including Francine, Melika, Jessamine. And the other one not able to attend today is Tessa. So those are the very important people I am presenting to you. Without them, we were not able to make this happen so good. But one last group I have to introduce you is the Board of Directors of FACTS. We have our chairman, chair lady, and this is Benny John. Our board secretary, Nicole Leung. I myself, okay, without Nicole helping to make arrangements and orders, the communication part would not be as good. The third person is myself, Ivan Hon. What am I doing? I'm overlooking the volunteer services of this event. So if anything about you are seeing the people wearing the shirt, running around, and like what Eric said, make sure we have record every single person, and this will be my responsibility. And then we have two other directors not able to attend the conference today, and we also acknowledge them. And those are, one is Vijay Saman, and the other one is Melvin Marietas.
想問下咧，因為而家係即係 COVID-19 啦，咁今次舉行呢一個嘅嘉年華咧，使唔使花額外嘅錢去即係將啲金咩
Okay, good question. 就因為而家嗰個疫情嘅關係啦，我哋其實係有一套幾完善嘅即係安全嘅守則嘅。咁我哋本身嚟講咧，喺嗰個嘉年華呢3日咧，我哋係喺嗰個我哋只係得一個入口啊，一個入口咧就我哋入嚟嘅人咧，所有嘅人咧，我哋都要戴 mask 啦。同埋我哋現場咧有好多嘅即係清潔嗰個洗手液啦。咁同埋咧最主要咧就係每一個入場嘅人咧都要有個叫做contact tracing， 我哋要留低佢哋嗰個名同電話嘅。咁就同埋最緊要咧，我哋有一個叫做量度體温嗰個 equipment。咁如果同埋咧，我哋喺面頭咧，我哋會做咗一張咧就係 COVID-19 嘅 questionnaire， 每一個人入嚟都要睇，佢哋有冇係 pass 晒呢度。然之後咧，我哋留低個 contact， 所有嘢，即係現場同埋咧，我哋有好多 volunteer 咧會去睇到有啲人聚集咧，太多人聚集咧，我哋要 keep 個 social distancing， 即係我哋會分開嘅。呢個就係我哋一個全套計劃咧，我哋會做好晒。咁嗰度係花咗額外錢去做。
I mean 多唔多？
多唔多啊？
你係咪 sponsor？
其實我哋即係喺我哋嚟講咧，都算係一個數目啦。但係我哋真係冇詳細去計幾多，因為我哋呢個係我比平時額外嘅費用嚟嘅，有嘅我哋有做嘅，全部都。我哋要請人去做呢啲嘢。今次嚟講咧，我哋因為係得到安省嘅funding嘅 support， 咁佢哋係需要我哋咧喺個全個安省咧去希望嗰啲我哋叫做 local tourist 啊，咁咧希望嗰啲人咧就因為想帶翻起呢個經濟啦，同埋咧就想去多啲人嚟參與，即係開心啲啊，因為已經唔開心咗好多耐嘅已經。咁我哋今次預計咧，我哋到場人數咧，我哋係每日嚟講咧，我哋會大約可能有5000人會到嘅。5000或者係多少少，但係我哋做一個安全措施，我哋喺我哋嘅範圍之內咧，我哋每一次咧只係準係有最盡係2000人。點解咧？因為我哋呢個範圍根據我哋跟足安省同埋多倫多嗰個 health 嗰個條例咧，我哋係可以俾幾多人入去呢一度。咁所以咧，我哋係會有一個measurement 去即係有個 click 啦，我哋會睇下幾多人出幾多人入。我哋盡量保持喺裏邊咧係一個比較疏通，唔係咁多人去即係唔係咁 crowded。咁擠擁。
How about parking arrangement？
parking arrangement 係咪？嗱，嘅 parking arrangement 咧就而家一般嚟講咧，你哋揸車咧就泊翻喺出邊啦，好多地方啦。但我哋今年多咗一個特別嘅地方咧，就係我哋有一個旅遊巴士專線。我哋將會有旅遊巴士啦，有喺一個唔同嘅點咧，我哋會接種一啲唔想揸車嘅人。我哋會喺度穿梭嘅，咁我哋而家但係咧我同旅遊巴士而家傾緊嗰個路線圖啊，咁我哋詳情咧會你哋留意我哋嘅 social media 啦，或者我哋嘅 website， 我哋嗰個公佈。
或者請阿 Eric 補充下嗰個parking 嗰度嚇。
關於 parking 嘅問題咧，咁基本上當然啦，我哋喺 parking lot 度做一個 event， 咁有好多 parking space 係 taken over。咁但係我哋一般嚟講，之前我哋都係㗎啦，就會同附近嘅一啲學校。TDSB 去溝通，咁就係同佢哋借用佢哋嘅停車場。咁當然我哋都會 fulfill 翻一啲parking lot enforcement 嘅幫助啦，即係 make sure 啲人出入係安全啊咁樣咯。
咁你 park on side street？
park on side street 其實呢個咧就視乎市政府，因為 side street 泊唔泊得車最主要就係 for 嗰個叫 fire route， 因為任何時候都要有通車，就算俾你泊都係佢有個寬度限制啦。呢個係關寬度嘅事。就唔係一個 event 可以做嘅，有 emergency。
Please look at the camera.
Cheese, thumbs up.
What's up?